have 14 questions here that have been submitted via online or in person here at the IC. We're going to start alphabetically at one end with one question. When everybody lined up has finished that, the following question will start at the opposite end of alphabetical order. Every candidate's going to have roughly 90 seconds. I'm not exactly going to gong you at 90, but don't give us a paragraph after that. If you can wrap it up, please be succinct, because we are running on a timetable. Ready? Make you succinct? Yeah, I love those big words every now and then. You know. I got a crowd. I got to look smart. Nobody has seen these questions, not even me, definitely not them.
Later we can take it off on the laptop.
So there could be anything in here, folks. We don't
Pass out on me. Oh God, he's flatlining
I found
again.
in just if I had done that before, I could have stayed down here.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lord. Appreciate that.
It is 8 minutes after 3.
Jerry, 2 minutes, man. Analysts can call in.
Okay, that's nice. What do I call into?
Well, they need the number, Jerry.
Call in?
We get extra points for using
641 715 0700.
And they're all playing with their phones.
Hang on.
Because they're doing the conference thing, it's recorded so that everybody.
Access code 407 407
Muted.
Everybody in?
Oh, Gumby needs the number again.
The recording has started.
The recording is started.
Hey, Justin.
Yes, sir.
Want to speak into the microphone somewhere, or you can call and see if I can get some.
Yeah, hang on. Somebody speak into so we get some levels.
Hello? Hello?
Testing.
Testing. Uno, dos, tres.
Jerry licked us into the circuit.
Tequila, bourbon, whiskey?
Later, and much later.
Yeah, lots of them after this.
Vive la France? I have no idea whether it's working right there. Give it another check, Jerry. Captain, she can't take no more. Okay, I'm not sure if he just made an obscene gesture back there or not.
Probably did.
Keep talking. Hello. Welcome from the Starfleet International Conference Q&A panel, where nobody knows what the heck is going on, including the MC. But thank you for calling in and enjoying this crazy hour or two.
That was somebody. I can hear you.
Just go for a Dean Martin roast tournament.
Dean Mark Rose. This would be interesting.
Does anybody over here in?
I heard it bonk. Is that a good sign?
They logged out.
Jerry, can you hear us? Gumby's gonna start singing in a minute.
Oh, no, you don't have that.
Somebody's like, oh no, you don't.
Okay. Jerry didn't react at all, and I'm not quite sure how to take that.
Jerry's where's the boss at right now?
Where's the boss at? We have no idea.
I saw her and David going down that way about 15 minutes ago.
Smile, everyone look pretty.
Someone said, yeah, she's headed outside, but we don't know where she is.
They were downstairs in the hallway just now. I saw them
Okay.
going the other way.
Maybe she decided not to run.
David told me he thought this panel was at 3:30. I said, no, I thought it was at 3 o'clock.
It says 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock.
Maybe they're running to get something. I don't know.
Everybody else got the emails, right?
Yeah. And it's in the schedule at 3 o'clock.
Schedule. We're good?
We good?
All right, we're good.
All right, Jerry says we're good. I'm not sure if I believe it, but
It's like an ocean breeze.
I'm not sure how good I've ever been. Usually bad. That's what my boss says.
When you're speaking, pick up the phone, talking to us on the recording, pick up and people on the other end.
Yes, I speak into the little setting eel in my ear and it picks things up.
City eel.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Can you hear me now?
Verizon guy, can you hear me now? Go around the room,
Stand by for station identification. This is the Starfleet IC network. Somebody have the national anthem for when we go off air? They always used to do before you had 24-hour TV.
The test pattern.
Yeah, the test pattern and the national anthem.
This is the test pattern.
Look childish.
I'm not that young. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
But apparently you're not that old either.
I don't remember the test screen. I'm 33 years old.
Oh, it wasn't turned on.
What was it?
Stop it. Stop it.
I love you, honey.
You got us all back there, Jerry? Yes. All right, we might actually be able to be ready to start here, folks. We're going with the in-flight entertainment portion. All right, you've all heard all the rules. We'll basically keep this as wonderfully random as we possibly can. So I am going to let Ms. Bates draw the first question.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm sorry to those of you that are looking at my rear end right now.
Where?
How about that?
Oh, and I'm supposed to read it, let her read it?
Yes.
Okay.
You can try.
All right. The first question is, what did you or your chapter do for the opening of the Star Trek Beyond? And what level of assistance do you think Starfleet should provide to chapters for these kinds of events?
You ready to begin?
Yes.
Go.
My chapter, we just had a little, we tried to get into one of the theaters near us and we were denied, they wouldn't let us. So we just had a group viewing and posted on Facebook. So that was all we did. Starfleet should provide, I believe, a lot of like press releases, at least how you can get into a movie theater, how to promote your chapter function, how to set up a recruiting table, either at a movie theater or another kind of Star Trek event. And we actually are going to have Trisha Tunis is going to be providing some recruiting materials that you guys could download and print and bring to your event to help promote that kind of thing.
And under time. Very nice. Thank you very much. Next.
Welcome.
My chapter, we were able to contact our local theater and we were able to set up a display. We had myself, the chief medical officer, and several cadets there. We talked about it. We actually signed up 4 new members who was actually at IC the first time in their life. I agree with Reed. I believe that there should be more press releases brought out and a list of theaters around the area that will allow us to do displays and not allow us, and hopefully have a better communication with them when events like this happen.
Thank you. Next.
Our chapter is a correspondence chapter, and we're all spread out across the United States, so we didn't do anything for Star Trek Beyond aside from go see it. I do think that Starfleet on a national level should go to the national chains, theater chains, and work out an arrangement with their corporate office that allows our chapters to recruit at their locations in uniform.
My chapter wasn't able really to do anything big for the premiere that I was able to participate in. Okay, wow, I'm reverbing myself here. I was unfortunately traveling on the weekend of the opening, so while we got to see it, there was no big fanfare for it. Starfleet, I mean, I have to agree with my colleagues here. Starfleet does need to do a bit more when it comes to press releases and promoting things like movie premieres, various events, the big banquet type thing they've got going on in Florida for the 50th anniversary, to get it out to the members to let them know what's going on. If we can do a deal like Jonathan's talking about with the theaters, that might be something. But the thing is, things like that for fun need to happen at the local level. My set up a chapter at my theater chain, and what we do may or may not work for somebody in the middle of the panhandle of Texas. I mean, I don't know, and I can't determine that. But I think if we can provide as much information, tap the resources of the members in Starfleet that have set up big movie premieres where they've been able to bring in the big displays and recruit and stuff, if we can tap some of that and get some ideas and tips from them without necessarily creating more jobs, but just to share and pool that information, I think that might go a long way towards helping chapters use events like that to recruit and get Starfleet's name out there.
On time. Thank you, sir.
Clint Eastwood's turn.
Clint Eastwood's turn, he said. The chair.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I will pick Lello. Oh, okay. I wasn't quite sure. Trying to read the writing here. Are you okay alienating older members by eliminating the choice of paper CQ and membership packages? Am I okay with it? Not really. But unfortunately, Starfleet is a not-for-profit corporation. Nobody, even the people that made the decision, liked getting rid of the print CQ. I loved receiving a CQ. But the fact of the matter is, for whatever reason, I'm not pointing fingers there, it wasn't getting out on time. We've gone through various quality control issues, and the fact of the matter is, we were losing money on it. A corporation can't survive if it can't remain solvent. So the decision was made for the betterment of the organization to eliminate the print CQ. Now I know John Lane and various others have been and are working on various ideas that maybe, you know, we can get a print on demand type thing going on. That's down the road. But the fact of the matter is, we have the CQ caught up. Yes, it's digital. It can be downloaded. It can be printed. Yes, I understand. It's going to cost a little money to do that. I get that. Nobody likes that. But it's the fact of the matter is that in order to keep Starfleet around as an organization, it was a necessary evil. As far as paper memberships go,
20 seconds.
one of the things we're talking about is an a la carte. If you still want to receive paper items, just click that off instead of saying all electronic, and you can get it.
I'm not okay alienating anybody in a fan club. I mean, we all do this in our spare time, usually out of the goodness of our hearts, and we want to, you know, meet new friends and new fans and explore new frontiers. As far as the paper CQ goes, that was a decision that most of us up here really didn't have anything to do with. Instead of arguing over bringing it back, what I would propose is that we continue forward and have a year in review issue where we take the highlights of the IC, we take certain articles that are written, and we gear it towards having one, like a yearbook, basically. And we cram it full of photos, full of good articles, and make it like double the size of what a CQ would normally be.
I agree with Gumby. I'm not okay with alienating anybody. We all join for the love of science fiction. It's supposed to be a family, not alienating anybody. As for the paper CQ, people join. They want their membership. They want to see a newspaper. I believe there should be an option for people that don't want it versus people that do. membership packages, I agree with Robert, there should be an option where we can click on it and either receive electronically or receive a paper copy.
I'm also not for alienating anybody. We also have an idea that you can choose. If you want paper, you're going to get paper. If you want electronic, you get electronic. We would like to get it so that you can get a PDF generated by clicking a button. That's in when you renew, or if it's time for the CQ out, or an online CQ. If you want paper, we will get it. It may cost a little more, but we will try to explore keeping the cost down as much as possible. Thank you.
Thank you. It's gonna be. This is way more fun than it looks like, I gotta tell you.
Where are the green?
Oh, there's one for you.
They're probably the ones that explode.
What, if any, changes would you make to the promotion system? I think that our promotion system is pretty much used too much at higher ranks. We're very rank heavy in Starfleet. You would not believe how many full 4-star admirals there are. There are a lot. What I would propose doing is actually making the higher you go, the harder and the more benchmarks that you have to achieve to hit the next rank. A lot of people think that it's just time and grade, that once you hit your time and grade, you're automatically going to get promoted. I've dealt with this over the years countless times, and that's not the way it works. You actually have to earn your promotion by getting out there and doing things with fellow fleeters in your community, promoting Starfleet, the whole 9 yards.
I agree with my fellow candidate. The promotion system, the higher up, we have too many generals, too many admirals. It should be where the harder it is to get up there, the more work you have to do. You have so many people in position with rank and admirals that they just want the position. They don't want the job or the title that comes with it. They don't want to do the work. And it's not right having somebody who is a 2-star admiral in a position not doing any work when you have these younger members who are busting their rump trying to get stuff done and not being acknowledged for it. And that's something that needs to be changed when we're looking at promotions.
This is why I'm not afraid to fire people.
To me, the rank is an award. It's for good service. If you notice, I'm a lieutenant on my TOS uniform because on my chapter, I'm below my captain because I'm just the operations officer. He's my boss. I'm not a flag officer aboard. I'm not going to go around and pull rank on anybody on my chapter. It's based on your service, not just time and grade. You should be doing stuff, and it should match what you do in the fleet. If you're on a fleet, I might be in a different rank. That's how I believe.
The flag promotion system does need to be reworked. Too many promotions, as has been stated, are based purely on time and grade. And frankly, that's the fault really of the vague wording in the system. As someone who has spent the last few years voting on said promotions, a lot of them do get approved simply because they have the time and grade. I believe your promotion to a flag rank should be based not only in the time and grade of your current rank, but time and service in the organization. And as you go up higher in rank, from fleet captain to rear admiral, so on, you need to have more service, not just to your chapter, but to your region, to Starfleet itself, so that there's a longer time between each promotion. Because yes, in a way, they are awards. But you get to a certain point, if you've been in Starfleet for 10 years and you've already made admiral, where do you go from there? So it does need to be structured more of what you're going to do at a certain level to get a certain rank, but it needs to be more than just time and grade and that service. It needs to be the time you've spent in the organization, learning how things operating, throwing in a requirement for OTS and OCC to achieve a certain rank. Things like that that don't necessarily make it so much harder, but just require more effort on the person seeking advancement's behalf.
So I've got 14 years time and grade.
Pretty much.
We can hear you, Robert.
The question's outsourcing membership processing. Who owns the membership data when we quit using them or miss a payment? I disagree. I do not believe we should outsource that for the specific reason. If we do miss a payment or we decide not to do it, are they going to hold hostage our information? Are we going to be able to actually get everything at a timely manner? I believe that if membership processing is having a problem, then we should look at trying to get them more help instead of trying to outsource and spend extra money that we should be putting to use, as in updating the database or more stuff for the quartermaster or something else besides outsourcing for membership processing. Ladies first. Sorry.
Same for us, our team, we do not believe we should outsource our membership processing. There is such a risk that if we do not, make a payment or maybe the business goes under, that our data is lost. We think we should keep all our membership data with us as much as possible and not have anybody else in charge of it. Thank you. And it's too costly.
Outsourcing membership processing is an interesting way to put it. The way my team's looking at it, we're not planning to outsource membership processing. Our plan is to actually outsource the database and web page into one cohesive platform. The one we have chosen, doing a lot of research and talking to, is MemberLeap. One of the things that, while the database would be much more accessible, much more usable and tied in to the website, we still have to do our own membership processing. All our data is owned by us. All we are doing is hiring a professional team to manage it. There's a problem, call them, hey, we can't get in the database, get this fixed. You have a team of dedicated professionals that you are paying for to do this. If they go under, we still have full control of the data. They do not move it anywhere. We have full control of it. They're licensed to us. But we do the membership processing. We still have the people that send out your packets and everything. That's still on us. It's not a quick, we're going to make membership processing turn around fast. What it's going to do is save us a lot of man hours and money on a database and website that we have problems with, that we're relying on volunteers to create and manage, into professionals that work for us.
I think first, the term outsourcing membership processing is a misnomer. What we're pushing is professional membership management. There is a big difference. The company that we're looking at hiring, MemberClicks, has strict data policies in place. Nobody has ever lost their data because they didn't make a payment. There are ways to negotiate around that. So, the fear that we're going to miss a payment, I don't think we would ever miss a payment to begin with, because the payments aren't that much. We're talking $1.50 per member per year after a $2,500 setup fee. Now, what do we get for that $2,500 setup? The first thing that nobody knows, because I'm announcing this for the first time, we get a custom-built database to our specifications. There is nothing that we do in the database that is unique to Starfleet. Filing reports, entering academy grades, promotions. Other companies do similar things, and they use databases for that. We can do the same thing. On the membership processing end, anybody that wants a printed membership certificate and card will get a printed membership certificate and card. Because I remember going out to the mailbox 24 years ago and getting my membership package from Starfleet. And I remembered how excited I was. I remember how I went and showed everybody. I remember how people looked at me like I was some kind of freak because I had a card that said I was a member of this TV show. It was awesome, and it's still awesome 24 years later. Now, let's talk about membership processing for a second.
Got about 15 seconds.
The people that do membership processing are overworked to the point where they get burned out. This is why we've had so many problems with membership processing over the last few years. It's why we lost 1,300, let that sink in, 1,300 members last year, the majority of which were due to membership processing problems. Now, the person that we have chosen for our membership processing did it for 8 years, had a 2-week turnaround time, and got a package to to France in 9 days.
I got a request from on the phone for the candidates, if you could repeat your name before you answer your question.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
That's just a phone
I
request.
didn't even think about that.
hey,
Even the only one. Okay. What is your plan for membership recruitment on the Starfleet level? Our plan is actually, we're going to try to split up membership recruitment and retention. We're going to have a new a retention director and a recruitment director, so that we have two concentrations, one on the people possibly leaving or renewing and why they are or not, and the new people. And also, as I said previously, we have Tricia Tunis, who's designing some recruitment materials that you can use. We will also have a display or maybe a guide on maybe how to set up a cool recruitment table that you can model yourself after. You don't have to, of course. And just all to promote what you do. You always have your chapter flair added. As I said, the press releases, how to do them, when to do them. I guess that's pretty much it. Thank you. There you go.
I believe that on the Starfleet level, we could have,
Identify yourself for the callers.
yes, this is Stephen Parmley. I believe that on the Starfleet level, we need to have more press releases, and like Reed said, we need to have a video on how to actually properly set up something, how to target your audience. You need to have something that you know how to interact with them. You need to be able to talk to somebody. You got a lot of shy people that don't know how to come up and talk to somebody, but then you got some people like the four of us that could just talk to anybody, like we've known them for years. And you need to try to instill that and try to come up with some type of program to help with the local chapters on talking to people better.
come to daddy.
Do I need to move over a seat?
Recruitment, I've been running the recruitment group in Starfleet. This is Admiral Gumby, by the way. I've been running the recruitment group in Starfleet for about a year now, and in that year's time, we have recruited 1,300 members. On the local level, recruiting is actually okay. There are some chapters that are under strength that can't seem to get that last bump of members, and that's why I believe Starfleet needs to take the forefront on this and get in touch with local conventions like Shore Leave, Farpoint, Starfest, Dallas Comic-Con, the mid-size cons that were most likely a target-rich environment for our chapters. And what do? We pay them $50 to put an ad in their program guide. And it simply says our logo, enlist, and has the website. We can use the same ad for multiple publications. And what this does is it will help a chapter that's recruiting at a table at that con. Members that wouldn't normally go in the room where the table is located might see the ad in the program book and decide, oh, hey, I might be interested in that. So they go to the website up in their hotel room. Because how many of us go to convention and take our laptops? Right. So they're up there checking us out, and then they find out that there's a group that's running a table. Well, there's your human interaction.
10 seconds.
Oh, okay. And
Throw him off.
3, 2, go ahead, finish your thought.
that's what I would like to do. I would like to see Starfleet jump out into the forefront. Retention is a whole nother matter and deserves its own separate question.
This is Robert Westfall. What I think Starfleet needs to do when it comes to helping local chapters and recruiting and retention is utilizing the words that we keep using here in this group: family, networking. Why are we not talking to each other? Starfleet can only do so much from the international level for you. We can provide materials like what Tricia Tunis has done for us. We can promote Starfleet in the convention program books and everything, which I believe we should. But I believe we need to take that a step further. If there's a chapter that's got a table up at Con Carolinas, for example, and they have a table there, the chapter should let us know that so that we can not only put the Starfleet website and stuff on there, but say, hey, stop by booth 203, because we have representatives right there to talk to you. We need to provide you the resources, and we need to network with each other. What I do for recruiting with my chapter in my locality is going to be radically different from like what the Golden Gate does in the Orange County area. I mean, because you're looking at demographics, you're looking at population size. And conventions draw everything from all over, but conventions operate differently. We need to be talking to each other to help not only our chapters grow, but our regions and our organizations grow. We need to start acting like the family and network of Star Trek fans that we are. Purple ones? No purple. I'll take them.
Now it's just boys and girls questions, pink and blue, and one yellow.
Okay, oh my goodness. Give me just a second here, I gotta decipher this. Ah, okay. It's Robert Westphal, again, still perpetually, however we want to do that. What is the #1 item you feel would make Starfleet better?
Haldol, administered via crop duster.
I actually can't argue with that point, so.
Okay, so this is going to be a joint answer.
No, I think one of the things that would help make Starfleet better is, kind of ties in back to my previous question. We kind of remember who and what we are. We spend a majority of our time when it comes on our lists and stuff up there, you know, minute something goes wrong, we're worried about something, and everything explodes. And it's all negative, negative, negative. But we don't talk about the positives that much. We need to start promoting ourselves and the good things that the chapters do. I mean, yes, there's going to be the bad things that come up, the drama or whatever you want to call it. You get a group of 4,000 to 5,000 people together, you can't avoid it. But we don't need to be focusing on that. We need to be focusing about the good. We need to be focusing on the things that we're doing as a family, as a network of Star Trek fans, of chapters. You know, promoting each other, talking to each other, doing